Hi guys, in today's video I'll show you how to create a smooth, viral car wheel transition in After Effects. Let's get started. For the best results, you first need to stabilize your footage and lock the wheel in the center of the frame. If you're new to the channel or aren't sure how to do this, check the link in the description. I've included a full tutorial covering 3 stabilization methods from basic to advanced, all shown step by step. Before we continue, if you want these exact shakes, I've linked my AM Film Shake preset pack in the description. Just drag and drop and your edits instantly look more dynamic. Alright, let's get back to it. Once you've finished stabilizing the video, go to the end of your first layer. From there, move back 60 frames by holding Shift and pressing the page up key. 60 frames is just a suggestion. You can try 50 or even 30 frames if it feels smoother to you. However, 60 frames is usually the sweet spot for these types of transitions. Now select your second clip and snap it to that point so it overlaps by 60 frames. To snap the layer to your playhead, just press the opening bracket key on your keyboard. Next, move back to the end of your bottom clip and split the top layer. The 60 frame section on the left will be our transition piece. Press the I key to jump to the beginning of that clip. We need to mask out the wheel as smoothly as possible, and for this, I'll be using Mocha AE. In Mocha, select the ellipse tool and mask the wheel as accurately as possible. Once that's done, enable perspective and hit the track forward button. After the tracking is finished, click Save and close Mocha AE. Back in After Effects, go to the Mocha Effects settings, expand the matte section, and click Create AE Masks. Now that we have a clean mask of the wheel, move to the end of that layer. Press R on your keyboard to show the rotation, then hold Shift and press S to show the scale as well. Click the stopwatch icons for both properties to add keyframes at the end of the clip. Next, move to the beginning of the layer and adjust the values. Set the scale to 0%. For the rotation, set it to -100, or whatever value you prefer, just as long as the movement feels smooth to you. If you preview the video now, you'll see the first step is ready. The next step is smoothing out the animation. Select all of your keyframes and press F9 on your keyboard to ease them. Finally, open the graph editor, right-click, and select Edit Speed Graph to create a smooth curve similar to the one on my screen. Once you're finished, preview the result. To me, everything looks perfect. To make the animation even smoother, enable motion blur for that layer. The next step is the actual transition, which is the easiest part of the effect. Duplicate the layer. To stay organized, I'll rename them. We'll call the bottom copy wheel and the top copy car. I'm also going to turn off motion blur on the car layer, as it won't be needed for this specific part of the effect. Now press S on your keyboard and remove the scale keyframes. Right-click the scale property and reset the value. Next, press R and do the same for the rotation. We now need to make the rest of the car visible again. Press M on your keyboard to reveal the mask, then check the inverted box to invert the selection. Once that's done, move to the end of the car layer and apply the gradient wipe effect. Click the stopwatch icon next to transition completion and set it to 0%. Next, set the transition softness to 50%. Now scroll back a few frames, somewhere around here, and change the transition completion to 100%. You can also trim the layer at this point because the gradient wipe starts right from here. Let's quickly preview the transition. There we go, it looks clean and smooth. To take it further, I like to add a chromatic aberration effect to the car layer. Move to the end of the layer again and apply VR chromatic aberration. Set the red aberration to 0 and click the stopwatch icon to add a keyframe. Do the same for the blue aberration, setting it to 0 as well. Now jump to the beginning of the layer by pressing I on your keyboard. Change the red aberration to -5 and the blue aberration to 5. If you scroll a few frames forward, you can see the chromatic effect in action. It makes the transition look much cooler. Let's preview the final result. It looks great. Personally, I love to add a shake as well, though it is optional. I'm going to apply a preset from the AM Film Shakes pack. You can find the link for that pack in the description below, and if you want to learn how to create your own, I have several shake tutorials here on the channel. Hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a like.